Okay, it's the Coventry Review, and quote of the weekend from someone on Twitter was, if Mark Robins doesn't think that's a red card, he's in a minority of one. Claudio, what was your view of that moment?
It was a red card.
Hey, finally, some sense.
It's just annoying that he had to put the tackle in because, we were caught completely flat-footed. Red.
Welcome back to the Coventry Review. You're fresh back from Carrow Road, and the curse of Carrow Road continues. We'll get your views on that. We'll also look ahead to the game against Millwall and just get your overview on how Coventry have done in the January transfer window, both ins and outs. Should we start then with the Norwich game? Give your honest assessment of how Sky Blues did.
I thought the first half was a typical Coventry performance. We just kept it tight, and I thought we were going to get ready for the second half and come out at them. And that was pretty much how it went. We had a pretty attacking formation, actually. We had a lot of attacking players. So I expected a bit more. It was a strange game. I thought Norwich came out, they wanted to do a number on Sakamoto, and they took it in turns, basically, picking up a book in each, whoever got stuck into him. But I was kind of disappointed because, as you know, we took the lead and we had the chance to make it 2-0. It should have been 2-0, possibly game over. And within minutes, possibly the worst period of play by, not even though, I listened to some commentary afterwards, and the local guys were saying that in their worst passage of play, Norwich ended up getting an equaliser. And the worrying thing was, I just felt once Norwich had scored, we were going to hang on for a draw. And Mark Robins made some changes, and it just felt that it sort of unhinged us because Torp was having a good game.
Yeah.
Bidwell's a stronger defender than De Silva, and within minutes we get caught out and Kitchen gets sent off, and that's it. Then we were going to. The thing is, though, at 1-1 with the man sent off, we have 3 chances.
Yeah, you had the best chance, didn't you? I think the first one after the red card.
Casey Palmer's got to score. In fact, Casey Palmer broke through 3 times and chose the wrong pass. And it's so frustrating. And there's one where Jamie Allen ran through from our own box, kept on going. It was a 3-on-2 situation, and he gives it straight to the Norwich player. And you're thinking, you're a man down. They're the moments. And of course, the guy scores a winner, and we're all very upset.
I feel somewhat responsible because I actually had money on Coventry to win, and then an accumulator is the only one that didn't come in. So it's probably my fault, given that I have a habit of cursing teams that I put money on. What about then OHara then? Because there was a couple of comments that I saw around. Yes, he scored, but is his tackling a little bit half-hearted, and some of his runs half-hearted? Does he look as if he's fully committed to this team?
I've got to say, I think he's one of the only ones who really looks committed. I think. Considering we don't know what he's doing at the end of the season, I think he puts a good shift in, and without him, there's plenty of games you wouldn't have won since his return. He is responsible why we've climbed at the table. The goals against Birmingham, even against Norwich on Saturday, and that's a lovely goal. The way he took it, we were struggling. What with Ben Sheaf being out injured now for I think 8 weeks, I think. So that's a big loss for us. That's I think he's the second highest in the stats for tackling in the Championship. Yeah. So that's a big loss.
Can we just do a quick comparison of Sims and Sargent? So I have this, that Sims has played 29 games, all competitions, scored 4. Sargent's played 9, scored 6. Is it time that Mark Robins sees that in Sims this is just one sow's ear? He's not going to turn into a silk purse.
Yeah, you could throw in Haji Wright in that as well, because Sargent is the United States international, and you can see he's every bit of that. He just never stopped running, and he's always looking for the ball, creating space. He just looked dangerous. And this is a guy who's come back from an ACL, I think, hasn't he? He's only just
He looked
so lively, and Sims just looks disinterested. If I'm honest, I don't know what he was like when he was at Everton, but I just can't seem to get him. I don't know what it is that he needs to get motivated. Apart from the fact you're getting paid lots of money and you're playing in front of decent crowds. We take a good sell-out away following most weeks. We've got the crowd behind you, and you're thinking, what more do you need? And he just doesn't. I don't know. I don't think he's feeling it at all. And I think what's happening now is some of the fans aren't either.
Yeah, they're turning, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they're not too bad during the games. It's probably afterwards on social media where it all kicks off.
Yes,
but he needs a definite look at himself. I just don't feel like he really puts in a shift.
I'm going to ask you before we talk about Millwall, just to briefly rate your signings then. So Torp and Mason Clark in. Would you expected a few more coming in, but you're probably busier this summer, weren't you?
Yeah, we spent a lot during the summer, and with the FFP, I think we're not pushing it this season. Torp, I think it's going to be a really good sign. He just looks the part. I mean, he's come from the beach basically after 5 weeks and stepped in. He looks like he's been with us all season. He just looks good. I think I said it before. Your typical Scandinavian hard-working player with some skill there. He's great. I mean, the lad from Peterborough, it's just such frustration because their owner wouldn't let him have him now. It'd only sell him if he went back on loan to them. And he's what we need. Yeah. He's a bit of a handful, what I've seen.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Goals, he's strong.
Absolutely.
And Peterborough have got a knack of, bringing on some good players, haven't they? I mean,
absolutely, yeah. I've got a Bolton friend who's delighted to hear that the news that you'd signed him from Peterborough, only to be disappointed 24 hours later that he's actually going back.
They're all going, why have Peterborough just got rid of their best player now? And then, he's come back. But no, I'm happy with that. I would have liked somebody, another striker to come in now, because I just feel we lack a bit of pace up front. I mean, the goals are coming from all over the place, but they're not coming from the strikers, really.
Yeah. Just same problem as Sunderland. Millwall then this weekend. Hull comments who just played Millwall say that Millwall were the worst side they have seen this season. They are heading towards the drop or getting closer to it with Swansea and Birmingham and others. This should be a home win.
I'd like to think so. Even I'm not going to sit on the fence this week.
Yeah, good.
We beat them 3-0 at their place. I think they had something like 70% possession that day. But they don't do a lot with it. And I think it was their first game in charge, the new gaffer, or second game. It was not long after his takeover. And we were worthy winners. And with the players we got, we should beat them because they're not doing particularly well, are they? Yeah. I don't fear Millwall like they're not like they used to be. I mean, it's no Lions Den anymore either, is it? Down there. So at our place, you'd like to think would do them over. I mean, the thing is, historically, I think we've played almost 80 times. We've only beaten them one more time than I think it's 25-24 or something, or 35-34. So it's in that respect, it's close. But I think we should beat them.
There was that crazy 6-1 game, wasn't there, a couple of years ago at the end of the season when it was just All right, let's get some score predictions from you then, Claudio.
Well, I'm going to go. I mean, we played them this time last year, actually, Valentine's Day, and I'll quickly tell you this: I had a spare ticket. My wife didn't fancy it, so I took my best mate out on Valentine's night to watch Millwall, and we beat them 1-0. I was Jokeres, so I reckon we're going to go one better and probably do a 2-0.
All right, amazing. Cheers for joining us, Claudio. And if you're a Coventry fan, Claudio's here for the next 16 weeks, previewing every single game in the run-in for this fantastic battle for the playoffs. It's going to be really spicy. Even if it's just one place amongst 7 other teams, it's going to get really tasty, isn't it? Thanks, Claudio, for joining us. We'll catch you next week. Nice one.
Cheers.